can you see me? Achilan, can you see me? Yeah, I hope that you can see me now. There was some problem. My live section got all of a sudden it got stopped. I don't know what is the reason. Now, anyway, that we will go. Only few minutes are left. That we will go. 49. That is 10 10. Okay, bye. No problem. So, yes, you can see me. There was the live issue. Live, it was going. All of a sudden, it got stuck. I don't know what was the reason. Now, okay. But many students have left. Only 37 students are there. No problem. That is, we are going. Yes. Now, yesterday I had given an introduction about the parliamentary form of government. So this chapter we are going to study the following things. Now, uh, parliamentary form of government. The one thing that we are going to study: why did India prefer parliamentary democracy to other form of government? There are different types of governments were there, just like the presidential form of government. Another type of governments were there, and why? What was the reason that India preferred that is parliamentary form of government? During the explanation class yesterday, I told you what are the benefit of this is what are the benefit of parliamentary form of government and the composition and the role of parliament. What is the structure of parliament? Like Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, there are two sections of the parliament. Now, what are the needs for the law? Why do we need law? These are all the things that we are going to study. Indians feel proud of the fact that they are citizens of the world's largest democracy. The largest democracy in the world. China is the biggest country, but we cannot say that is the proper democracy. Here, the biggest democracy in the world that we, the Indians. So we can be proud saying that we are the member of the citizen of India. That is, we are the member of the largest democracy in the world. In democracy, people play a more significant part in the process of decision making on all issues. On all issues. So here, in democracy, what is the important thing that you need to keep in your mind? Major decisions are taken by the people of the country. But how do the people take the decision? The people take the decision that is basically that is we have. It is not possible for us to go directly. It is not possible to go for directly and just take part. The what we instead of this, what we are doing, we are following an indirect democracy. We have elected certain people, and just representing us, they are sitting in the parliament or they are sitting in assembly. They are taking the decision in favor of us. Therefore, democratic government cannot afford to overlook the concerns of the citizens. So, in a democratic government, they cannot just overlook, just avoid any issues of the government. My prayer for you today and always that's my favor. The Lord envelop you. May He cause His face to shine upon you. This is prayer that why the unnecessary comments and all. May God open you everywhere. Thank you, Pranav. Your prayer and all I agree. But not during the class. Either it should be in the beginning or after the end. You can once I end stream, you can make this kind of things, or before the class, you can make the prayers. No problem. But not during in the class. Pranav Aloria. Okay. The place where the elected representative makes all important decision is called parliament. So the place where is the place where the people who are elected by they are sitting in the parliament. The place where the elected members for the country they are sitting, that the place is called the parliament, and they have that is ultimate authority. So they have an ultimate power. They are the decision making. They are making the decision in favor of us. The place where the elected representative makes all important decisions is called parliament. The parliament is the voice of the people and reflection of of their will, concern, aspirations, and interests. So, any issues regarding the issues of the country, issues of the people, issues of the state, issues of any sort which is being faced in the country, all those problems uh, will be taken up in the parliament. So it is not only a key feature of our constitution, but also the most important symbol of Indian democracy. So any issues related with the people, any kind, whatever the people, whether they are the religious or whether they are in the different language, whatever category people they are, so all their problems will be taken up into this one. So now this corona issue, that is now it is an issue of the people, and the government is taking all the possible steps, and India is one of the leading country which takes maximum step to control the corona issue problem. So and the people are just the all from every part of the world, India is being appreciated the step taken by the government. Why the government is taken? Because this is the government of the people, and they definitely handle the problem or manage the problem of the people. It is only by understanding the institution of the parliament that we can understand the relationship between the process of decision making and the popular consent. So here we, in order to make you understand what is the function of the parliament, so we need to understand, before going to that point, we need to understand what is the structure of parliament. That in this chapter we will learn how the parliament that enables Indian citizen to participate in decision making and exercise complete control over the government. So in this chapter, what we are going to study, that is basically, so how the parliament controls the government, or how the parliament takes the issues in the parliament. So even if any issues that is being happen in any part of the country, so that all problem, that all things will be discussed in the parliament. Maybe in the Punjab, maybe in Karnataka, maybe in that is Bihar, any place. If any issue which happens, which is affecting the people of the country of that, even that local region also, that is will be discussed. Even nowadays, it's a big issue. You are all growing children, and you should know many people outside India, they are working, they are Indians, they are working in the Middle East and many other countries, European countries and all. They all want to come back to India. Now the state government, the central government and state government together, they are working to bring those people, the Indian people who are working abroad, and those who want to come to India. So now the government is taking the maximum step to bring those people, and after bringing those people, and some of them are they are some of them are, my voice is cracking. Okay, just I will come a little bit close. So and some of them are very, what is called, they are they are what is called affected. Even if they are affected, the government is ready to them back, bring them back and take care about those people. And here's some question. Yesterday I had sent the previous chapters photos, and after that I have given the heading, that is chapter 3, and I have, then after that I sent the photo of this chapter also. So yesterday I did not take the chapter. The reason is that because I did not send you the photo of the chapter, because some students, they have not got the copy of the chapter. They are not purchased and they need the copy. That is the reason I did not take the class from the textbook yesterday. General only I explained. Understood? So that Meenakshi is saying something. Okay, you, what is this? I'm not aware about, because if that is a good knowledge that you can share, Meenakshi, just no need to retract it. Just okay, that point we can just send after this. Meenakshi, that the message that you sent, that this one, I don't know the latest news, and if it is correct, you can send and we can just watch what is happening today. Yes. Now the parliamentary government. Democratic government have three main organs: the legislature, and the democratic government we have got three different organs, that is legislature, executive, and judiciary. I will explain what are the duty of legislature. Legislature are the people whom we have elected, and those people who are sitting either in the parliament for the country, for the state, they are sitting in the assembly, and their main aim is to form the law for the country or the state. So in India, the parliament, so we have given the vote for certain people and they are called member of parliament. They are sitting in the parliament and they are the people who makes the law for the country. They are the people who just discuss on the issue of the country. They are the people who just decide final decision whether we need to have some kind of relation with the other countries, and all those things major decisions will be taken for the country, that is by the parliament, that is called legislature, that is called legislature. And second, suppose if any decision, for example, now the government, the parliament has taken a decision, the smoking in the public place is has to be banned, stopped, and the parliament has made a decision. And the public place, if anyone wants to smoke, they can smoke at home, not in the public places. Okay, the government, that the parliament has made, because they are the law making authority, and now it has to be enforced, and that is enforcing the law is that is the duty of that is the duty of the executive. And there are different sections in the executive. There is a one section is police, and it is the duty of the police, that is the people that they make, the people who the people they follow the rule that is made by the that is by the parliament. So now we have got so many that is traffic rule, and the some of the rules that have been that has been passed in the parliament. For example, now the red light jump and the overspeed, and those things are being that is looked after by a one wing of the executive, that is called police. Okay, so any law, any decision made by the parliament that is being executed or enforced or put into practice, that is by the executive. It can be an IAS officer, IPS officer, say like those and even a peon thug, they are the part of executive. Understood? And the third organs of the government is judiciary. That is totally different, and they are the people who just makes the decision, or just they interpret the law that we studied in the previous class. They interpret the law even if there is a mistake, even if there is some kind of problem, conflict, or dispute. So they are the people who make interpret the law and give the final decision. And all decision should be based on the constitution. So these are three different organs of the government. Now, democratic governments have three main organs: in the legislature, which frames the law; executive, which implements the law; and the judiciary, which resolves disputes and maintains order. In a parliament government, the executive is dependent in support of the legislature. So, a distinction exists between the head of the state and the head of the government. A head of the government is the prime minister, while the head of the state is president. So, and there are two heads are there for the country. My voice is cracking. That is, I don't know what is the reason. Some students are saying my now you can hear me properly. Maybe I'm just keeping a distance. I just had switch off the fan, perhaps maybe because of that reason. 1 minute. Just I switched it off. Now can you hear me properly? I switched off the fan, maybe because of the fan. Uh, Still you cannot see me. You cannot hear me properly. Can no. Still it is cracking. No, my question is still it is cracking. Yes. My voice is cracking. I don't know what is the reason. I put the AC and fan. I switched off the fan. Some people say yes, some people say no, that I am slightly confused. Anyway, I'll stop after finishing this one. Now, so that is, there are two heads for the country. One is the head for the state. That is, state means country. The head of the country is the president. Understood? And the head of the government, that is prime minister. Head of the government is prime minister. Head of the country is president. Now few words are cracking. Maybe the position of my laptop, maybe. Now my voice is clear to you. Now my voice is clear. It's okay. Few words are cracking. I don't know what can I do. Uh, okay, now you are okay. Can you hear me properly now? Yes. Students are saying yes. Now, however, the president only enjoys the ceremonial powers and works on the advice of the prime minister and his council of ministers who are answerable to legislature. I told you the two things. One is the head of the country, that is prime minister. Sorry, I made a mistake. The head of the country, that is president, and head of the government, that is prime minister. So now, no, but naturally, what happened? So the president act every time. The president act according to the advice made by the uh, प्राइम मिनिस्टर. सो हमारे घर पे भी ऐसे होता है ना, कभी कभी डिसीजन क्या के लिए कौन लेता है? मम्मी लेता है. फिर मम्मी जाके बोलो कुछ पड़ोसियों को कुछ बोलना है, मम्मी डिसीजन लेता है घर पे, मम्मी बोलो पापा का बोलो, पापा को बोलेंगे जाके उनको बोलो ऐसे ऐसे ही है. तो पापा जाके बोलेंगे क्यों? Why papa has gone? Papa is the head of the family, but decision has been taken by whom? Mummy. In the same way, major decisions and all will be taken by the head of the government, that is the prime minister, and the head of the country, that is the president. He will also act according to the advice made by the prime minister. It's not compulsory that he has to obey. It is not an obey this one, but so functioning head is the prime minister. So normally president follow what the prime minister says. It's not clear. My voice is cracking again. Okay, just after that I'll see my video then from the net. Okay. Now how much time that is? If it is so, then it's better I stop. If my voice is cracking, only 4 minutes are left. Okay, just effectively I'm going to stop. Just once again, what cracking? I don't know what that is again. Now I need to switch off the this one and again. Anyway, only 4 minutes are left, children. Anyway, just bear with me. Only 4 minutes are left, and just bear with me so that you can just see the things. So now what we studied, that is we are following the parliamentary form of government. Somebody is saying by. I have not said by. That is we are following the parliamentary form of government. And the introduction class yesterday I told you what is the importance of parliamentary form of government. Now in the parliamentary form of government there are two heads. One head that for the country, that is the president. That is the country. We mean state means here the country. Normally when we study civics, for every country that we use the word state, not country. Country means the state means the country. We need to understand. Okay. So now the head, but the functioning head, the who runs the country, that is the government, and who is the head of the government, that is the prime minister. And naturally and normally, what the prime minister advised, what the prime minister say, the president will just obey, just respect those decisions. But there are some cases in India. It is happened that is when president says something, the prime minister doesn't obey. What is the reason? So even though head of the state is the president and prime minister is the functioning head of the country, sometimes even the president say it does not mean that the prime minister has to obey what the president says. But normally, though prime minister is under the president, and that is now the prime minister normally whatever the president say, whatever the whatever the prime minister say, that will be respected by the president. So these are the things that we need to understand. Okay, and only 2 minutes left now. Still my voice is cracking. No, somebody is anyone who can hear me properly. Can you hear me properly? Yes, some people are saying sometimes. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, the time has come. That is only 2 minutes are left, and bear with me. And now I got a class in ninth also. I don't know how it will be. If my voice is cracking, no cracking still. You can hear me. Okay. The next one we are going to study. I'm not teaching. Only time is over. I'm telling you why India adopt a parliamentary form of government. Tomorrow, what we are going to study. What was the reason we have taken parliamentary form of government? Two types of governments that existing in this world. One is called the presidential form of government. The presidential form of government is being followed by America and other country, but the parliamentary form of government that India is following. One of the major reasons, so we were under the British for a long period of time, and many things that is what is being followed by the Britain. We also following many things being followed by Britain. Understood? So that is also another reason. But now tomorrow we are going to study what are the reason and why we have adopted parliamentary form of government. Okay. So then game over. Sst On. What kind of game you mean? So time is over. So okay now, since it is cracking and the beginning there was some net issue, and all that is it is. I started 5 minutes before early today, and all of a sudden, after making everything, that the live was not functioning. Anyway, let's see. Bye, children. Bye.